Hey y'all. So weird. Like I double checked it. I started the camera, switched off, started the camera, switched off to make sure it's not gonna do this. And of course, the first thing is it did when I started the stream was to be in this way. So weird. It's so annoying. I don't get it. Why it has to be. Why do you have to be this way, internet? Good morning, Kirathi Atsuki. Right, so I started doing line art for the last villain. I wanted to be like a dragon, mosquito of sorts. I don't know, just something. Um, so it looks like it's kind of half flying a little bit, observing. Um, I also finished this one last night, um, or yesterday rather. Um, so that's number 4, hero number 4 finished. So what I have left is the last hero. So we got the hero, we got the huntress, we got the mystical grandmother centipede fat bug, and then we got the breacher, the heavy. So hey, good morning, Eric. Thanks, Satsuki. So we got one hero left to do, and then one villain to do line art and finish. So I think I'm pretty okay. Time-wise, I'm not going to have too much time to spend on the competition itself. I'm doubting I will have time for a beauty pass. So anyways, so what I was thinking of what to draw for the last hero would be a mount, a trusted sidekick, right? Um, So let's start the timer. Good morning, Quentin. Oh, you changed it from Orbit to Quentin. Nice. Captain Jetlag. Oh, I love you too. Hey, Mean Machine. Right, so the mount. Oh, look at this. It's not lagging today. Weird. Anyway, so I was thinking a mount, but what kind of mount would they use? You know, maybe it's a flying mount because they're flying, or maybe like a half tiger, half monkey, half centipede, brave steed. Some sort of brave steed-like thing. Let's go with that. Let's go with a trusty steed for our hero and huntress, right? Hey, York. Hey, Luribb. You're back. So let's do a trusty steed for the hero, right? So that's the last hero. Gotta feel like a powerful steed, right? Does it look like a floppy piece? Oh man, Captain Jetlag, you woke up on an interesting side of the bed today. You start off with saying bastards to everyone, and then you shit on my art. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks for that. Thank you. Just kidding, of course. I don't care. Oh, that's cool, Luribb. Congratulations. Good job. So I was thinking, what kind of cool twist to a steed could we do? 6-legged. I think let's do a 6-legged steed. 2 legs, away from Sleipnir, the Viking, the wisest god of the Vikings. His horse was Sleipnir, the eight-legged horse. So let's do a six-legged alien horse. That's gay. Yeah, exactly. It's just Captain Jetlag. So let's give him. Let's give it a seat. Some kind of cool, different kind of seat. Needs more machine guns and lasers. Yeah. Hey, Saisne. Good morning. What's up? You're back. You're back in my corner of the internets. If I counted the legs of the Persian monster at British Museum, no mean machine. Thanks, Captain Jetlag. I'm proud of my work. You see, I want the pose to feel way more like mid-stride. Like that needs to go forward. That needs to be posturing way more. Okay, yeah, I kind of dig that. It's a cool angle. Oh, really? You streamed it. That's great. Hey, Marius Bota. Glad you could make it. All right, so it needs a little bit more power. So let's push the pose a bit more. So now it has way more oomph in the stance. Could even do a little bit more. It needs to feel like those classic Napoleonic era horse poses. Is that too much? No, it's not. Hey, Marius. Well, glad that you're glad. Excellent. Right, so we got the pose down. Now we got to start thinking about what kind of creature is this. In a way, I'd like to keep it simple and clean like the other creatures, the other aliens, but in another way, I want it to feel like a completely different beast. So I'm not gonna try to lean too hard on the previous kind of world. They're not like DNA connected, right? The fat centipede kinda. The huntress and the hero obviously are the same. So I shouldn't give it fingers. Obviously, because it's a maybe I should make it like a mix it with a panther. Kinda making it fuzzy. But fuzzy is not gonna translate well in this is more of like a horse pose. Should the back go like that? Kermit the Frog on top, yeah. Oh, Captain Jetlag. Good. Good job. I want to come up with something interesting for the harness. The harness shouldn't feel like it's attached, but I gotta make it feel attached because obviously it's. Um, but maybe actually maybe I can even jump straight to final line art on this one. No, I gotta sketch it out a little bit. Maybe we could make it like this weird mesh that the breacher and the the wise grandmother had. I also kind of want to have it give it like a motorcycle feel, like it's suspended. So it feels like it's designed to just to be fast, right? It's not designed to sit on for longer periods of time, much like a motorcycle, a motocross, like. Make it blind. Echolocation. It's locating its path as it's traveling. Give it big old ears like a bat. And it screams as it's running. Maybe. I kind of like the idea. Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna have massive amount of time to uh, to to make them all as good as they need to be. I think for this challenge, I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that um, they are the way they are, and I'm just not gonna have a beauty pass like corrections. There's so many mistakes in all my other concepts for this competition that I just kind of don't want to look at it. But Viking Nessie, yeah, definitely. Me machine. Yeah, Luribb, the response has been good for sure, but it's like my pride, right? So my own like judgments on them. I'd like to have them more worked on. You know, a lot of people are saying nice things about them. I'm not complaining. It's a good thing, but um, I know that they are they are like first draft line art. I haven't given them any love whatsoever, and obviously, I'm very happy that people are enjoying my art, but also I know personally that it's just like a refined sketch, and I just don't have time to devote to do a proper uh, job like I do for professionally. But they're a good enough state to show. Don't get me wrong, but like they're not the final. If it would be for work, it you know, I would spend more time on them for sure. Georg, yeah, it's a cool idea of having a like an EMP. Could be interesting. Jacob Mobley. Um, well, there's lots of like wonky forms, like on this on that centipede villain, the legs, um, they feel too repetitive. Like I would like to go in and change them up a little bit, improve the pose of the legs, and on the captain of the villains. Um, the idea for me is just bare bone. I'd like to go in and add way more wear and tear and subtle details that suggests more that he's been through war a lot more. At the moment now, you kind of get that idea of it, but I want to just push that concept further. Um, for the Huntress, uh, the whole idea of that monster she sits on is at the moment is just lines, basic lines, and I'm not super keen on having it like that. But I'm not gonna have time. Also, for the one I finished yesterday, the Granny Bug. Um, it's just me going like lines like I'm doing now, just to get something done so I can have it finished, because I can't spend more time on it. So in a way, I know like the lack of effort and lack of complexity in a lot of shapes and details. Um, that is uh, what kind of bugs me. But it's okay, you know. But they're good enough. But I would like to just give them more love. Yeah, this EMP thing. I mean, I could show it that it has something in the chest, but chances are that that kind of effect needs to be seen in context rather than visually. I mean, I could draw the glow in it, but the chances are that people observing it won't understand um, what it does unless I lean on that fact that some people know that the muter in that movie did the did what they did. Jacob Mobley. Oh, it's okay. I mean, I could go through each concept and tell you where it's not as interesting or where I would like to improve on them. But one thing, you know, a good rule is like you should never point out mistakes because not everyone sees it. Especially they might not see it as a mistake. They might see it as intentional. So if you point it out, uh, they will see it as a mistake rather than intent. So I try not to really like shit on my art too much, but I'm just happy to like I accept just saying that it's not where I would like them, and I'll leave it at that. But I mean, I did shit on them a little bit, but not too much. The deadline is Monday, but I'm not gonna be around the weekend. Oh, really? Am I on? Oh, okay, I get it. Georg, at 1,500 followers, you will all shit on my portfolio. Or I will shit on my own portfolio. Yeah, I could do that if you want to. Jacob Mobley. Why would I do a Gumroad for that? Just do a stream and you get that content for free. Hey, Chillstrand. Chillstrand. If you're Swedish, it's relaxing beach. Here you go. Du vet. Mhm. Snälla. Right. You're Swedish. Naturally, you're just a little bit better than everyone else in the world because you're Swedish. Because you're in my my club, the Swedish club. With Luribb here. So we're about halfway through. I'm kind of digging the way this mount looks. Is it mount that it is like a mount, right? You do get it. How do you control it? Maybe just sit and talk to it. It needs a pattern. Luribb. Yeah, Jacob Mobley. It's a little bit like a Great Dane. It's kind of canine-esque in its pose and body. But I think it's the butt. The butt makes it canine. The butt doesn't make it horse-like. Great Griffin Dane. Yeah. I mean, in a way, this mount could have biotechnology enhancement, like a roll cage. I mean, I'm almost doing this like final line art straight off the bat, but it was a gamble. I can definitely. Thanks for the idea. It was Kirathi, right? With that's mentioned blind. Who was it? I think it's the Huntress. Yeah, I think it's the Huntress mount. It would make sense, that she's kind of beasting the forests, the jungles, with this mount. Or was it Luribb that said it should be blind? Floppy penis. It was Luribb. It was Luribb who said it should be blind. It was a good idea. Added a nice twist to the character. So, cheers for that. 8 minutes left. All right. I'm not keen on that line. That keeps bugging me. Really should come up with some sort of pattern on this one. Should we do like avatar patterns like that? Instead, like, does it remove it too much from the space of? I mean, it could work. Not necessarily super keen on it, but it makes it a little bit more fantastical. Or should we do tiger style? I think that makes it cooler. And also, the risk though is it makes it too busy with the saddle. But also the saddle, if the information of the pattern is low contrast and the saddle is the color, like the thing that adds color, and the pattern is low contrast, it could work. I don't want to HR Geiger him. Kilrathi, the saddle is it's not part of the creature. No, it's constructed by their biotechnology, like the breacher. Let me take it out for you, so we are on the same page. So the thing that this breacher has, right? I call it the breacher because I see him as like the thing that crashes through a door. They grow with biotechnology, the armor, and he has a armor roll cage within his physicality. Like he has, they constructed it in the body. Like the body constructs the armor, so you don't need to like pick up armor, right? Fireballs to the feet. Nah, I think he doesn't have any pattern. He just have. Let's look at the huntress and try to figure out what can we add. So she's like that, right? She has cloth. She will be flying through. The cloth will be flying in the air. I don't know, if the pattern is like low contrast, just like a shade, I think it could work. Could have it even create a full pattern. So we get the concept of the pattern. I mean, it should have camouflage, right? If in theory, as a wild animal, like if it hunts, it needs to be camouflaged. It can't be fully visible because it hunts down things, right? I mean, a lion isn't camouflaged, but a tiger is. I kind of like the patterns. They kind of work. Yeah, chill strand. Probably like a turquoise pattern or something that's not so um, in your face. But I definitely want them to feel in the same category, right? They need to feel the same, like they are the same as group of people. They need to complement each other color-wise. Now, I kind of like the cleanliness without the pattern, making it all smooth, but I think it's too plain, right? I don't know. I mean, in a way, I'm not super keen on the pattern. It takes it to Tiger, and it takes it to He-Man. Here it sits in its own space, right? Here it's a little bit Avatar, Tiger. But it needs something. I don't know what to do with the pattern. Let's make it low key, so it will be more like it would be applied. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, in a way, the hexagonal pattern could definitely be like spreading like a mount place on the body, like it's enhanced, right? I mean, we could give it some sort of armoring, that bio armoring, making it like mimic horseshoe in reverse, kind of, just for the sake of like detail. So we get the rhythm, so we get the punctuations of um, the fact that it's a mount, right? Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Let's just show connection points that goes up the leg, so we understand how it's attached. Yeah. All right. Time's up. Let me just give it a quick dirty wash, just so we see the silhouette clearer. And that means we now have a full roster. We have all the characters sketched out. Uh, we have all the heroes, all the villains. Now it's just a matter of finishing this mount and finishing the last villain, which is the flying one. Uh, and I'm all good. I'm on track. Ideally, then it'll allow me, if I have time for it, because I don't, It will allow me to ideally to give it a beauty pass, but I'm not going to be doing changes. I'm just probably going to just for presentation. We'll see. That has to do it. Yeah, it's like it was not like the fire, but something on the legs. It's a very clean, simple shape that, yeah, so it makes it look like it can run. Probably, I want to give it some sort of maybe some sort of like a roll cage or something, so it can crash through surfaces rather without being worried about hurting itself. And also make it a little bit more domesticated. Yeah, let's keep that. All right. Thanks everyone for coming. Have a fantastic day. Good night. Catch you on Discord. Good luck sleeping. Good luck working. I'm gonna have a busy day juggling everything, and see you tomorrow. Bye. Outro time. Until next time.